Hey, I just wanted to come on and do a quick weekly collective for this next week in June. We're kind of coming almost into July. We got the new moon in Cancer coming up. I think it's tomorrow. And we just kind of had those solstice energies, and that kind of came in really strong. It's very hot here. The sun has been very bright. You can kind of feel that energy. And last week we kind of had in the cards like that new cycle. Movement, stuff was happening. So, yeah, I just wanted to come and see what was going on for this week. So I'm going to pull an alchemical activation and a crystal that will be of most benefit for the collective this week to work with. I got two pop out. I'm going to just put that there. And I'm just going to take one. So let's see here. So we've got Angel Lahabiel and Black Tourmaline, Purification. I courageously choose to let go. I embrace healing and renewal. I release and surrender with perfect trust. I am cleansed through a powerful outpouring of spiritual grace. Spaciousness now opens within me, beneath me, behind me, and before me. Within this clean, clear space, that which is outmoded is absorbed and reborn as unlimited potential for manifesting new sacredness. Now is a time of potential and grace, which I amplify and activate through relaxation and release. I am blessed with the spiritual cleansing and divine protection to begin again. So it looks like Angel Lahabiel and Black Tourmaline. And it looks like, so yeah, there's some sort of purification going on. I've been kind of getting hints of like stillness, rest. So it's saying here, yeah, through relaxation and release. So we're courageously letting go. And last week we had that cutting of the cords also. So, we were kind of letting that go. We were freeing ourselves up. So now we're taking up that spaciousness. It's opening all around us. So it's saying here with this clean, clear space, and that was kind of with the cutting cords as well. It was not like actual doing, the energetic cutting cords. It was kind of clearing out, our spaces as well, so that we can receive. It's in here within this clean, clear space, that which is outmoded is absorbed and reborn as an unlimited potential for manifesting new sacredness. So it looks like we have some manifestation here coming in. Now is the time of potential and grace. So we're activating that through relaxation and release. So that looks like it's going to be very important this week. So it looks like there's a purification. We're being asked to kind of, in that process, not to, take on too much or try to do too much. It's kind of like, resting, after kind of you come out of maybe a hard period. So, so that's looking like, that's a good guide to call on this week. Black Tourmaline is, I believe it will, that's a grounding stone. And that one, I think, is for like, negative energy type of thing. So yeah, good one to use this week. Black Tourmaline. If you have any of that, that would be good to use. So, that's what's coming up. And it looks like we got the purple here. So we kind of got this crown chakra going on as well. So yeah, it looks like here there's maybe a crown chakra purification. So we'll see about that. Or spiritual, obviously some sort of spiritual purification. So let me see. Let me see if there's a soul lesson that's coming up. There's a soul lesson that's coming up this week. So trust. So we got that purple, the crown chakra kind of again. So yeah, we're being asked, it says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So we're being asked to trust our intuition, to trust our path, to trust in ourselves, that we can make those right decisions using our intuition. So it looks like that's going to be coming up this week. You know, trusting the path that you're on, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. So again, that is, affirmation is, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So that looks like it's coming up this week as well. And we've got kind of the purple again, which, you know, it's the crown chakra. So there's something kind of a purification in that. Yeah, and now we're like, so it's saying here we're courageously letting go. So yeah, we're trusting and we're surrendering with perfect trust. So surrendering with perfect trust. So that's what's coming up. So yeah, we're trusting the path. We're surrendering now. And we know and we accept that our inner voice will always guide us correctly. So let me see what the angels have to say here. What is the angel number that will be popping out this week? So 616 is coming out, and that's sanctuary. So yeah, we're looking to see like where we can have that relaxation and release. So where do we find our inner sanctuary and also our outer? And we've kind of got this moon energy here, this crescent moon. So yeah, where do we feel the safest? Where do we feel most at peace? We're in a purification mode. So it's going to be very helpful to be, you know, where we can rest, we can relax, you know, not away from, you know, everything that's really maybe heavy, or, you know, away from where we feel like we have to do stuff. So it looks like here we're being asked to look at maybe our physical sanctuary, but also creating a sanctuary inside ourselves for this purification. You know, where am I most at peace? What makes me most at peace? You know, it's almost like what makes my own body feel at home? What lights me up? What, you know, we're really looking at our spaces. So it looks like that's coming out this week. And also too, I'm getting some of the blue here. So some of the pink is kind of that heart chakra. And then we got some of the blue here as well, which is kind of our expression, throat chakra. So maybe we're speaking that out too, and that's something that we're manifesting, is like that inner sanctuary, that outer sanctuary, that peaceful place that's within us. So I'm going to see if I can get any more on that. So 616 would be a good number to watch out for. So with that, we have 13. 13 is kind of that divine feminine, that goddess energy. So that really goes kind of with that sanctuary, is like, where do we feel most at home? So that'll be one to watch out for this week. So let me just see here what the earth energies are. We're manifesting new sacredness. So yeah, that kind of goes with the sanctuary as well. Like where can we have that sacredness? That peace, that, you know, that feeling of home. So let's see here. Yeah, so we've got liberation. So we got that dove, and the dove came out in the card pulls that I did for the equinox. So it looks like that's kind of like a theme that's going on. So yeah, the dove is liberation. So we're breaking free. You know, we're going through that purification where we're breaking free. We're having that trust. You know, we're finding our inner and outer sanctuaries. So we have here, it's saying breaking free from a negative attachment. So yeah, that's what's been going on, is like a lot of us are, you know, that are on this kind of this path. We're constantly breaking free from, you know, negative attachments. We did that cutting of the cords. So that was kind of that, you know, we did that last week. So that could have been some of your negative attachments. So it looks like here the dove is coming out. So we've got that that Christ consciousness energy, which kind of goes with the angel, you know, that's coming out as the guide here. So yeah, the doves are known for peace, you know, divinity, purity, with that purification. Yeah, I just got goosebumps on that. So that's what's coming in. We're breaking free. But we're going through a purification as well. Interesting. I want to see if there's any outside energies that are coming. So you could be seeing a dove, you know, symbols. You know, I did pull last week, we had the dove come out. And that was about the card talked about it being for, you know, there was, the dove was associated with the woman, you know, and their reproductive cycles, stuff like that. So it's got that feminine energy again. It was kind of representing the sexuality as well. And number 25, so that's 7. So then we've got, yeah, that's like you got the, you know, 7 chakras. We have the 7 steps of the pyramid, the 7 wonders of the world. So that's a 7 is like our divinity. Also kind of 7s I refer to with them as magic. So we've got that, that 7 energy coming out as well. And almost like this saintly energy, because the dove has behind it, it's got that kind of halo. So we've got that kind of energy coming in as well. So I want to see if there's any outside or any earth changes that are coming in with this. And that was about forgiveness too, the last one. So the dove was like, the other cards that went with it was like about forgiveness, releasing us from that energy. So yeah, that negative attachment. So if you did pick that card last time, this is probably just a double confirmation for you now that you're seeing this. You know, you've broken through. You're liberating yourself. Okay. Yeah, so we got the Holy Grail coming out again. So we've got inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. So yeah, we're going that where like in this card here, it said here, you know, with this clean, clear space, that which is outmoded is absorbed and reborn as an unlimited potential for manifesting new sacredness. And that's like our sanctuary, right? Finding that sanctuary, that inner sanctuary, that peace. Then we've got, you know, the cup is overflowing. We've got this gold divine energy again, and then we've got kind of this earth energy. And this Viseska Piscis, there, you know, we're creating that harmony and that balance. Then they're overlapping here. So, yeah, your cup is overflowing. We're going inside. We know that we are what we seek. The answers are within. Not externally, but they're, you know, we find the answers within. So it looks like we've got some more of that kind of divine energy coming out. It looks like too, we've got the sun. That's very powerful here. And the Holy Grail was always something like when I think of that, and I was talking about this last, because we got this card not long ago, about like Indiana Jones and the quest for the Holy Grail. And I think in the movie, everyone thinks that this cup is going to be like a fancy, you know, jeweled up, bedazzled, you know, rich cup made of gold. And it was, you know, the most kind of ordinary cup that there was. So it's kind of almost like, it's not what it's not really what you could think it is, type of thing. So yeah, it's going inside. It's not looking for that, you know, those external factors. So that looks like that's coming up here. I'm trying to see if I'm getting anything else off this card. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see what my Lemuria deck has to say. any more on this Holy Grail. So it looks like this week, yeah, we're just kind of, we're really asked to go just inside. Like we're asked to kind of relax. We've been working so hard, a lot of us, you know, on our path. We're constantly, you know, things are coming up for us to be transformed, and we're always constantly working on them. And sometimes we can't find that balance between, you know, rest and, you know, work, kind of our work. So it looks like we're being asked to, you know, to be kind of still, to find sacredness, to go inside. So let's see. So we've got number 7 again. So we've got throat chakra. So this looks like express your truth. So we're looking for the answers inside, and then we're expressing our truth as well. So it looks like we might have some throat chakra activations coming through. We've got the Metatron's cube here. We've got the butterfly, which is the transformation. We've got the wings, kind of, you know, we can say they're phoenix wings or they're angel wings as well. So looks like we've kind of maybe got some blue codes coming through. Maybe Blue Ray codes, express yourself. So it's looking like you're just being asked to, you know, it looks like here, to really express, use your throat chakra, speak your truth. And then we've got number 7 again. So that's interesting. So this is helping. It looks like these 2 cards are probably connected then, because we're, you know, breaking free from a negative attachment. So maybe now we're expressing ourselves. We're able to express ourselves more. Maybe this is a call to work a little bit more with your throat chakra as well. But it looks like, I believe this is something that's coming in. This is going to be, you know, I think it's a Blue Ray code. And I'm loving this butterfly here. So it's some sort of transformation within the throat chakra. Okay, I'm going to see what else. Is there anything else? On this throat chakra. So we've got number 44 coming out. And it says here, wisdom, psychic, revealing, mastery. So yeah, like I was saying, I think last time, you know, the path of mastery. So we're breaking through attachments. We're finding our inner peace. That's, you know, that's a lot about, that has a lot to do with mastery, is finding that inner peace. You know, and we've also got this blue energy too. So with these throat chakra, we could be getting some wisdom, number 44, master number. So we've got 8, so you know, kind of infinite energy. We've got that balance. So you might be, some of your psychic gifts might be turning on. We've also got, so revealing. So yeah, maybe we're revealing something where we're expressing our truth this week. I'm just trying to see what the picture is here. So this is like a fairy. And it looks like here we've got some, yeah, so we've got some kind of fairy energy or something coming in, number 44. So it looks like here, yeah, probably with that new moon, because there's a moon kind of in the background here. So it's kind of that elemental, that's what I meant to say, elemental energy, it looks like. We've got some wisdom, so like second dimension. So it looks like you might be really called to maybe nature, connecting with nature this week, and that's going to give you some wisdom. And finding that sacred rest. So too, it's like resting is kind of like, I find in that phase, it's like when we can rest, then we can get, you know, when we're at rest mode is when we have those, you know, aha moments type of thing, when we're just kind of watching a show and then something pops up that, you know, gives us one of those moments, or, you know, something pops up that a sign or a symbol that we were supposed to see. So I think that that's going to be, you know, being outside is going to give us those kind of aha moments. And it looks like here, so we've got some water as well with that. So that's the new moon in Cancer. So it looks like that's bringing in some wisdom, some of that elemental energy. So we got that blue chakra, heart chakra, or blue throat chakra. Oh, I want to see here if there's anything else. Oh, if there's anything else. So we have number 41, and we've got acknowledge the inner child. Yeah, so I think that's why I was getting that kind of elemental energy, because that's like the really playful, that's like the most connected, I think, to that inner child. So it's saying here, acknowledge the inner child. So, and number 41, so we have number 5, so then we have kind of our balance, you know, so it looks like we're being asked to acknowledge our inner child and maybe rest, you know, find that sanctuary. But also too, it's looking like, yeah, like we're being asked to kind of do, you know, have that sacred play again almost. Like, you know, rest, but have fun. You know, do stuff that you like doing. If, you know, you want to go, if your idea is rest I can't talk today. You know, you could be just hanging out with your friends, laughing. You know, your idea of rest could be, you know, playing with your dog or your kid. It's kind of like, you know, acknowledging that inner child is there, and bringing that out. And I think that's going to help. Yeah, that's why I was getting that kind of that energy, that elemental energy. I think nature is going to be really big for that. And it looks like here, yeah, so that's something to watch out for this week. See if that comes up. And I'm just going to pull an animal card. Let's see what the animal is coming out here. Well, we already kind of have the dove, so that's going to be a symbol for people. Let's see what else pops out here. Cards are all messed up. Okay. And we've got the hawk coming out. So we got some birds. So healing, vision, rebirth, spirituality. I was going to read this because I feel like these stories kind of go along with it. So there are many species of hawk, each within its own legends and associated folklore. The birds have symbolized healing, freedom, vision, and rebirth. In Egyptian mythology, Isis is the goddess of abundance and fertility, assumes the shape of a hawk as she gives birth to a son, Horus, who then dies and is reborn. She also becomes a hawk to join her husband, Osiris, in the underworld. Many Native Americans associate the hawk with potent magic and the use of its feathers in healing rituals and ceremonies to bring rain. So, yeah, I was going to say something and now I forget. Oh, the magic. Yeah, potent magic. That's what I was saying, number 7. So, yeah, that's why I was saying, I was thinking of 7. So, you know, the magic. So we've got, you know, we're healing with this purification, but we're also getting vision, which could be our psychic vision as well. And I've also been feeling this rebirth feeling still. And it looks like, yeah, our spirituality. So we're going inside. We're finding our peace. So to sum that all up, yeah, so it looks like Angel Lahabiel and Black Tourmaline would be a good one to work with this week. We're going through some sort of purification. You know, we're being asked to trust. Accept that your inner voice, your intuition, is going to guide you correctly. Trust yourself. You know, we are also resting, so we're being asked to, you know, find our inner sanctuary, and also our outer sanctuary, because our inner world is a mirror of our outer world. So, you know, if we see chaos all around us, that's all we're gonna, you know, be on the inside. We're gonna be anxious. We're gonna be nervous. If we see peace and love and happiness, you know, that's gonna be a reflection of what we're feeling on the inside. So we're being asked to really look at, you know, our sanctuary. Liberation. So we're breaking free from negative attachments. We have that dove energy. Last week we were cutting the cord, so that really makes sense. We're going to have the Holy Grails coming up. You know, inner discovery. We're finding sacredness. We're having throat chakra activations. I'm getting Blue Ray. Blue Ray light codes. So we're expressing our truth. We're having some sort of, there's the Merkaba there, so there's some sort of activation that's going on, a transformation in the throat chakra. That's going to help too with our, it looks like our wisdom. And we're being asked to acknowledge that inner child, because yeah, that's coming in as well. You know, with that elemental energy. And that's also, our throat chakra is also going to help us, I think, with our psychic, or some of our abilities are coming in. You know, we're on that path of mastery, you know, so we're being asked to kind of acknowledge that inner child, rest, you know, play, have fun. Like I said, I think one of the ones we said, kind of don't take yourself so seriously. You do what you like to do. And that's going to help that inner child. We also have that hawk energy coming out. That's healing, vision. So we're manifesting, we're getting that, we're seeing from a higher perspective. And then, you know, rebirth and spirituality. So yeah, that's what it looks like it's coming in for this week. So yeah, we will see what happens. And I hope you liked the video. And if you did, give me a like. Thanks.